Welcome everyone, it's your boy NSRacing42, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Daytona for yet another race here for Daytona Power Race Speed Race. And here today, it is race number 1 for the first ever season of the NRSL ARCA series presented by JEGS. It will be the JEGS 200 here today at Daytona International Speedway, continuing this 4-day stretch of races here on my channel for Daytona Speed Weeks. And this is the first ever race for this series. And there will be 20 laps of racing here today, and as per usual on my channel, no pit stops, but it's still going to be a wild show that these other racing drivers will put on here today. There are a few drivers that are new to my channel, like Carson Bowers, Eugene DeMax, Vince Freeze, Bobby Fraser, Adam Flickinger, Dylan Young, drivers like that. They've never raced on my channel before. Ryan Kendall, he's relatively new, but not making his first start because he raced in duels last night. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Most of the people that are in this series are people that have raced on my channel before. And there are some drivers that are racing here in this series that are racing in either Rebel Cup series or Napa IndyCar, like Kukulon, Rainey, Clifton, Stapleton, Bink, Delello, Tall, Madam Garcia, Gray White, Mellison, Kendall, Thompson, Watson, Yo, and Faye. And those are all drivers that are all racing in the Rebel Cup Series race. And there's a few drivers that are racing in this series that will race far in the Napa IndyCar Series. So will they be able to learn something for either the Napa IndyCar Series or the Rebel Cup Series Daytona 500 on Sunday? Just have to wait and see. Here is the top 10 starting positions for the JEGS 200 at Daytona. On the pole, we have Carson Bowers in number 12. Alongside him is Noah Clifton. Row number 2, we have the 18 of Tyler Fink and the 0 of Sebastian Kukulon. Row number 3, we have Brian McCason in the number 3 and the 25 of Matt Tall. Row number 4, we have the 9 of Sean Allard and the 28 of Adam Garcia. And rounding out the top 10 is the number 34 of Matthew Brown and the 55 of Igor Beoto. So, with that being said, let's get these 36 ARCA series cars worn to life, and let's get this series underway at Daytona. Let's go!
Drivers, start your engines!
And all 36 cars have been fired, and they will all get rolling off here at Daytona. Race number 1 of 15 for the NRSL ARCA series presented by JEGS. It's going to be a awesome season and an awesome series. I've said that all speed weeks so far. I'm very pumped up. I'm very excited for this year. And it all starts with Daytona, baby. Will it be a TRN veteran? Will it be a veteran on my channel? Will it be a rookie on my channel? Will it be a NRSL driver though? Will they be able to show up here in the NRSL league? All of those questions and more are about to get answered here at Daytona. Bowers, Clifton, Fink, Kukulon, McCason, Tall, Sean Allard, Adam Garcia, Matthew Brown, Barretto, Hagen, Luke Ray, the 8 of Eugene DeMax, the 46 of Ryan Lally, The 78 of Mathis Wells and Nathan Stapleton. And then Benny Watson and Bobby Fraser. That was about half. That's about half of the field. Everyone will get rolling off. Well, they've been rolling off, but everyone will maintain speed. Here we go. The first ever race for the NRSL ARCA Racing Series, presented by the JEGS, is underway. Bowers, Clifton, let's go at Daytona. Tyler Fink will lead lap number 1. They almost went 4 wide in turn 1 and 2 right there. This is gonna be crazy. And these guys know it's only 20 laps and they have to make the moves now if they want to have a shot. Here comes the 5 of Lily Hagen, pushing the 9 of Sean Allred past the 18, and Sean Allred is now the race leader. Not unless Hagen has anything to say about it. He has help from Adam Garcia in that number 28 machine. And the number 28 has help from the 8 of Eugene Dematz. I've never heard of that name before. Just gonna say this, if I pronounce the name wrong, please correct me. I'm not really good with new names and unique names, so just let me know on that. Anyway, Adam Garcia has help from Dematz, and he's trying to get by the 5 and the 12, but Clifton gives a big push to Bowers in that number 12, but the 8 gives a big push to Garcia though. These guys have to worry about the biggest field here at Daytona. When will the big one strike? And I'm pretty sure it will happen here in this 20 lap race. Garcia out front. Here comes the 8 of Dematz. Dematz looking for the race lead. And he has some from the 78 of Mathis Wells and the 11 of Wyatt Quayle. Never mind, Quayle was going to make it 4 wide at Daytona on lap number 4. And Stapleton is not going to... Oh, jeez. And resave it. Stapleton... No, never mind. It's the big one. Mathis Wells. Actually, not that bad. Mathis Wells involved. Oh, the 32. Stack up effect. Stack up effect. And just like that, the huge one strikes. Well, not the huge one, but the mini big one strikes at Daytona. Mathis Wells is done. Rob Evans with hood damage. Not that many people. The 32 took the big hit. He's going to be done for the day. The 66 of Benny Watson is destroyed. Maybe a hood buckle on the 43. 78 is not even going to make it back to his pit box. He just blew up or something. Noah Clifton is destroyed in that number 10. It wasn't that bad, but for what it was pretty bad. Well, not pretty bad, it was meh. But the 3 car of McCason has damaged. Not the day that Benny Watson would have wanted in that number 6016. He's racing in the Napa IndyCar Series tomorrow, and then his development driver O'Neill is racing on Sunday. But the 3 car is on pit road, the 2 of Luke Rainey is on pit road, the 5 of Hagen's on pit road, the 28 is on pit road, the 22 is on pit road, the 10 is on pit road, and the 78 is not even going to get halfway on the back switch before he is going to stop. So, with that being said, D-Max won the race back to the line. Let's see what happened that caused the first crash and the first caution of the NRSL ARCA Racing Series. Here we go. This is what happened. 4 wide. Quail made it 4 wide with the 78 and 28. They saved it once off of turn 4, but if you get lucky once, most likely we're not going to get lucky twice, and that's what happened. Garcia and Wells made contact, and around that they went the 41 involved, the 5 involved, the 10 was involved. Who else was involved? I think the 3 was involved. And then this 32 car of Sam Oskin, nowhere to go into the 78. And then the 3 guys damaged, nowhere to go into the 28. And then the 2 nowhere to go into the 28 as well. And I think the same thing for Rob Evans. Yep, and the same thing for Rob Evans. 3 cars just nowhere to go into the 28. That's where they got their damage from. So a mild crash here at Daytona. But just to let you guys know, Benny Watson in the 66 was just fine. But he ended up blowing up on the back stretch. So that's how his day is going to end here at Daytona. Tough break for that 60-16. Here we go, following along with the 28 of Adam Garcia. Our first on board with the 78 of Mathis Wells. Our second on board with the number 32 of Sam Oskin. And our third and final on board with the number 25 of Madison Tall. And we are back here at Daytona for the JEGS 200. The only 3 cars that are out from that are the 66 of Benny Watson, who blew up, and then the 78 who took a big hit and car died, and then the 32 is done because of that big hit. And now Noah Clifton has a mechanical issue when we are about to go back green. Tell people Clifton, he was involved in that crash as well. And you are back green on lap number 9, almost halfway here in the JEGS 200 at Daytona. D-Mats is out front, and then Quail, who made that daring 4-wide move, he is trying to take second away from Carson Bowles in the number 12. But never mind, Bowles looking to the inside of the number 8 of D-Mats, or D-Mats. That's probably what it is, D-Mats. And Bowers will lead lap number 9. Next time by, we will be halfway through the JEGS 200. Wyatt Quayle is in second, but here comes the number 19 of Zachary DeLetto. Don't get the 18 and 19 confused. They are one of the same exact scheme. Just the 19 has blue numbers and the 18 has white numbers. Here comes the 11 of Quayle. No, never mind. The 12 blocks him. Nearly 4 wide in the back of the pack. But they settle it back down. Carson Bowers will lead it at the halfway mark. Halfway through the JEGS 200 at Daytona. Now here comes Wyatt Quayle. He has a big push from Zachary DeLetto and the number 19. And he has help from the number 23 of Joe Jefferson. Never mind, Jefferson's going to make a 3-wide and go for the race lead for himself. Here comes Jefferson to the inside. Joe Jefferson, not Jay Jefferson. Jay Jefferson, far more successful. He has a Rebel Cup Series win. Joe Jefferson, I don't even think he's won on my channel yet, but Joe Jefferson, the development driver, to Jay Jefferson, trying to get a win here today. Here comes a driver that's making his first ever start on my channel, and he is the league owner of the NRSL, Dylan Young, and the number 77, Kukulon Pete Downlet, almost made it 4 wide. Dylan Young from help from Kukulon and Marie Schwartz. And then the 69 of Colton Yo. 8 laps to go at Daytona. And yeah, Rob Evans no hood, the 2 with no hood, the 3 with no hood. We still have, I think, about 25 cars in this lead pack still, so plenty of cars to have a chance at it. But we might not have many cars left. The 27 of Clark McKee makes it 4 wide again. Oh, there they go behind him. This one's the huge one. There they go. Big hit for Ryan Kendall. Big hit for the 12. It's the big one. It's the big one at Daytona. Big hit for everyone. Big hits for everyone. The huge one strikes at Daytona. The still wrecking. Huge crash on the front stretch. They are still crashing. And for the second time of the day, 4 wide off of turn number 4, and it did not work. And the 3 just ran into the back of the 23. Holy cow, the huge one strikes at Daytona, and we don't have that many cars left. We really don't have that many cars left. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, the cars with no damage might just be the top 3 or 4. That collected almost everyone. That was a huge crash. 34 is destroyed. 23 was involved, I think. Yeah, the 23 was involved. Dylan Young with some damage. The 18 with damage. Stapleton with damage. The Boetta with damage. The 46 with damage. The 34 with damage. Tall with damage. The 11 with damage. The 9 with damage. The 8 is on pit road. The 55 just bumped the 15. Just huge crash. 2 crashes and 1 caution. Basically 2 crashes happened at the same time. Wow. Well, with that being said, let's see what happened at the second caution of the day here in the JEGS 200 at Daytona. Here we go. This is what happened. Originally, it was only 3 wide, not even 4 wide. The 8 made contact with the 54, shot up the racetrack, and then made contact with the 12. And that's what sparked the first incident. And then because of that happened, then the 4 wide that was in front of these guys just squeezed up into each other and around went everyone. Big hit for the 34 right there. And then the 12 ran into the 46. Teammates hit each other at the same hit calls at that same time. The 52 involved, the tall involved, the 54 spinning, the 8 involved the 12, the 15, the 7, and then the 40, nowhere to go, Rams into the side of Stapleton. Hello to the 55. And then the 8 taps the 12 again. Dylan Young involved. 23. And then they just a huge crash. Luckily no one flipped, but still, huge crash here at Daytona. Here we go, following along with the 12 of Carson Bowers. Out first on board of many, on board with the 77 of Dylan Young. Our second on board with the 8 of Eugene D-Max. He was going to be fine until he hit the 12, just barely, and then he hits the 40 right there, and that's what did a lot of the damage. And then the 18 and 15 made contact. Third on board with the 15 of Nathan Stapleton. Our 4th on board, I believe, on board with the 55 of Barretto. Nowhere to go. Big hit for that 55 machine. And our last on board with the 12 for Carson Bowers. Welcome back at Daytona. The cars that are out from that are the 10, the 12, the 40, 43, the 8, the 2, the 18, the 55, the 15, and the 46. And that has set us up for a 3-lap shootout here in the JEGS 200. It's Kuklon, Schwartz, Yo, Delano, and all the top 5 here at Daytona. 3 laps to go at Daytona. Here comes Schwartz to the inside of Kukulon. But here comes Stiletto though in the number 19. Two and a half laps is a lot of time here at Daytona, that's for sure. And anything can and anything will happen. Here comes Stiletto, never mind, he tried to gain underneath the number 20. Stiletto has help from Nathan Faden in the number 98. Can he get his second career win on my channel? Stiletto, I think, is trying to get, I think he's second or third. I think it's third on my channel. 2 laps to go at Daytona. DeLetto to the inside. He doesn't have that much help though. Only has help from Nathan Stapleton. Here comes Michael Canto in the 7 and the 69 of Colton Yo. Colton Yo, he won at Daytona before in Season 1 of the Krispy Kreme Series. Michael Canto won in the Rebel Cup Series at Michigan. And now here comes the 54 of Stephen Thompson. But it is DeLetto that is out front here at Daytona. White flag, final lap of the debut race for the JEGS ARCA Series. Well, the ARCA Racing Series presented by JEGS, same thing. Here comes Colton Yo underneath Zachary DeLetto. Yo, he's trying to get his second win on my channel. And his second win at Daytona. Stephen Thompson is trying to get his first win in general on my channel. It's going to come down to Colton Yo and Zachary DeLetto, 2 veterans on my channel. Side by side off of turn number 4. The 20 gives a big push to DeLetto, and Zachary DeLetto wins at Daytona. And will win the first ever NRSL ARCA Racing Series presented by JEGS Race. And he will win the JEGS 200 at Daytona. How about that? Great effort for that number 69 of Colton Yo. Comes up just a little bit short in second place. Zachary DeLetto gets the win. Colton Yo in second. Marie Schwartz in third. Stephen Thompson in fourth. Nathan Stapleton in fifth. Kukuan in sixth. The 7 car finishes in 7th of Michael Canto. Bobby Fraser in 8th, Vince Freeze in 9th, Donald in 10th, Wyatt Quill in 11th, the 11 car finish in 11th place. Adam Garcia in 12th, Clark McGee in 13th, Willie Hagan in 14th, Trey Wright in 15th, Madison Ball in 16th, Jacob Dillons in 17th, Matthew Brown in 18th, Joe Jefferson in 19th, and Brian McCason in 20th. And the last 3 cars that finished on the lead lap was Dylan Young, Rob Evans, and Adam Vickinger. And then Lilly, Stapleton, Belto, Fink, Rainey, D-Mats, Kendall, Ellison, Bowers, Clifton, Watson, Wells, and Oskin all DNF'd here at Daytona after the 2 crashes here today. Luckily no one flipped, but it was still a crazy race. So thank you guys so much for watching here for another race, a part of the Daytona Power Speed Weeks. It was an amazing race, and that was really fun. Congratulations once again to Zachary DeLetto and the Joe Gibbs Racing team and the number 19. Can we win on Sunday in the Daytona 500? That's the big question though. Congratulations to DeLetto. Here are the points after race number 1 of the season for the JEGS ARCA Series for the NRSL. And until Atlanta next week for race number 2 for the ARCA Series. This series, no, never mind, I botched that up. We will see this drivers next week at Atlanta, and until tomorrow night for race number 1 of the Napa IndyCar Series, I will see you guys then, and congratulations to Zachary DeLetto. Bye!